I control movements of things,
Okay.
particularly the phone.
Okay.
My wife has no Twitter. She can't. She's not responsible. Instagram is the worst. We removed it about 3 weeks ago.
So I guess it also applies to emails as well.
Yes, you're right.
Tough Men Talk.
Welcome to TMT. South Africa is facing a particular challenge of women abuse. It comes in all forms. It comes in all shapes. And very often you struggle to find people to talk to. You almost wish you could speak to these men and find out exactly what are their problems and how do they see the world. Because it's not easy to get people to interview, I've decided to play the character of some of these men and imagine scenarios.
Tough Men Talk.
Today in the studio, we have a gentleman. We'll call him Tebogo. Tebogo says technology is a problem. How it has advanced, it has affected relationships, particularly one that he has with his wife. So he has imposed a number of rules in his relationship with his wife, particularly when it comes to technology. Tebogo, welcome to the studio. And it's a pleasure that you agreed to talk to us in this regard. Tell us exactly your relationship with technology and your relationship with your wife.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation, Mr. Mashabela. Yeah, you're right. I am the force in my family. I control movements of things,
Okay.
particularly the phone.
Okay. Interesting.
No, let me tell you, ne? In my household, I am in complete control of the technology that's used and how it's used. Not only the children, my wife, particularly my wife,
Okay.
because she is, compared to my son, my wife is terrible. Let
Oh.
me tell you, it is actually quite easy to understand if you look at it from my perspective. I am in charge of how she uses her phone.
In charge.
No, irrespective of her age. I know she's an adult, but my wife can be quite irresponsible when it comes to her phone. She behaves like a teenager. Half the time she's here looking. She's not concentrating on anything. It delays her progress. So I have taken charge of her phone and her phone usage. Let me tell you, I even go to the point of knowing and checking her apps. What apps does she use? How often she uses them? How long she uses them? There's some that I've disabled. My wife has no Twitter. She can't. She's not responsible. Instagram is the worst. We removed it about 3 weeks ago. There was no way I would have allowed such rubbish to happen in my household. Oh.
So I guess it also applies to emails as well.
Yes, you're right. Emails as well. My wife, I look at her emails at least once a day just to see what's going on. I check her trash. No, you can't allow these people to behave the way they want. No way. And I told her even before we got married, it's her fault. She married me. She knew exactly what she was getting married to. I have not changed. I'm the same person. Because let me tell you, these people, they do what they want. Particularly since this technology has taken over. She is a social butterfly on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many other things that I don't know anything about. Moto, she's 35 on her TikTok. What is she doing with the TikTok account? I am in complete control of the technology that happens in my household.
You're treating your wife like a child. Are you sure this person is your wife?
She's my wife, yes. She's an adult, yes. But somebody needs to be an older adult. So I'm an older adult in my relationship with my wife. I control the technology, Mr. Mashabala. You can't tell me that I treat my wife like a child. Let me repeat. When it comes to technology, my wife behaves like a child. And because she behaves like a child, I must treat her like one. My son has his phone. I don't even check it because he's responsible.
Sorry to interject. How do you treat your son then, or other family members in your household? when it comes to this technology thing.
Joe, my wife would be far. She has brilliant ideas, but she gets easily distracted by rubbish. Bu Bonang, all these famous people, Bu Peltus. You find her scrolling. I could see this pattern, that this thing is going far. And I immediately knew that I need to nip it in the bud. I am an older adult. She's an adult, but she's a child adult. I'm an older adult in my relationship with my wife. And I say this, men, let me tell you, if your wife behaves funny, technology-wise, take charge, take control. Because these people could be achieving a lot, man. Could be achieving a lot. I'm sure that Mark Zuckerberg's wife has no Facebook account. I'm sure of that. She can't. They can't waste their time on such things. He invented it, but the wife is not even using it. She's more focused on more important things.
But Tebogo, your behavior is quite oppressive in its nature. You are a dictator in your own household.
It can't be abused. I'm not abusing her. I am making sure our family grows and prospers. Motho fisa dijo, o ankainela wa fisa, ke eng di o tseo?
Let me understand. You say that you check her emails, because emails, surely work-related emails also become a part of that. You can't just, stop her emails from coming through or take her computer. Tell me exactly how you behave when it comes to emails.
That's my favorite. I go random. Random checks. When she's not even expecting me. Yeah, what's going on here? Who are you talking to? What email did you just get? And why are you getting emails randomly like that? And once I found one that stood out. It was a gentleman. And it's a former colleague. So, if women could get rid of the phrase former colleague in their vocabulary, the world will be a very peaceful place. Former colleague. And it's a former colleague. I used to work with this person. Isco. Does Isco even exist, Chief? I guess Louise is Isco, this woman. She's never worked with Isco, even before I met her. Former colleague, send me an email. Why is our phone him too? Why is our SMS? Why our emailer? So I say, and I will continue to repeat, Mr. Mashabel, take charge of the technology in your household. Take charge. We're dealing with women who have become children. So it must stop. It must cease and desist right now. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds brilliant. Damn it.
Tough Men Talk.